What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I don't know what I'm gonna call this channel yet, but I do like watching reaction channels around other topics, so I figure I'll make a channel about my little reactions. Well, today I want to talk about like beauty standards from the 90s all the way up until where we are now, because I noticed that recently BBLs have went viral. I've seen there's a viral video talking about how BBLs stink, and I just wanted to do kind of like a breakdown history of like how we got to the like BBL craze.
I have something to say. I don't know exactly how this whole rumor got started, but I'm not having a baby.
What? You know, Sean was the one that
You were the one that said she couldn't fit into her pants.
Because I'm fat.
What?
That's why I went on a diet. Eric and I went on a diet.
First, I want to start out with the 90s, and I want to start out with movie tropes. Okay, there was always a movie trope in 90s movies, especially like teen movies and stuff. Maybe you might seen it in, you know, Saved by the Bell, or you know, Clueless, you know, any basic 90 movie that you can think of that was like a teen movie, right? There's always like a scene where the girl is obviously like real thin, she's skinny, but you know, she's looking in the mirror like, oh, is my butt getting big? Like, oh, I don't want to have thunder thighs. Oh, I can't eat that muffin, it'll go straight to my thighs. Like that type of stuff was really like prevalent in the 90s, right? You know, so a lot of the beauty standards were like swimsuit models, or better yet, like Baywatch, I think kind of like set the tone there. But Baywatch also set the tone for plastic surgery, but I'll get into that in a couple minutes. But yeah, Baywatch and swimsuit models used to be like kind of the standard of like beauty. And if we transfer, and it doesn't matter if they were black or white or whatever, it was the same standard. So if you look up like Halle Berry, the Nia Longs, you can look up all the black women that we was like not worshiping, but all the men like back in the 90s. They were all slim, pretty face, leggy, you know, slim stuff, like not really no ass, not really too big of it, you know, just a natural beauties. We appreciated natural beauties, nothing too pronounced and stuff like that back in the 90s. It was okay to just be a regular looking woman. But then yes, we did get into the you know, I can't remember, I won't say if it was just I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was like Baywatch. When Pamela Anderson came out, and she was like the first person that had obvious, very, very obvious fake, you know, breasts. You know what I mean? And for a while, if you notice, especially, well, I'll say maybe black women were doing it too, but the boob job became the thing because the beauty standards was shifting from, you know, okay, now a woman has to have these fake boobs. So, you know, probably a lot of our moms that was raised in the 60s and stuff that had us in the 90s and late 80s and stuff, you start noticing like, oh, now these women want to have breast lifts. That started becoming a thing, you know, either getting the fake breast or the breast lift or da-da-da-da-da. This is where it all started, the breast surgery, right? Okay, so that started becoming a big thing, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, the Botox, it just became really normal to start seeing people like noticeably augmented. Like I think Botox and stuff started becoming popular around those times as well. And another thing I wanted to bring up, because I wanted to bring up Kris Kardashian, because she has something to do with this whole story too. And the way I want to tie her in is because there's a story that came out with her. A lot of people don't know that Kris Kardashian is damn near like 70, or I think in this article that I'm about to post right now, she's like 72. She's like 68 years old. You know what I mean? But she looks like could probably be 50. You know what I mean? But one of the reasons why Hollywood women are so like hell bent on getting these surgeries and even risk their lives for these surgeries is because the dating pool when you, I guess when you become a rich person, their dating pool, like the rich man gets to determine the dating pool. So you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like vice versa. So if the rich man wants a tight stomach or a big butt, then all these women know that, hey, if I want to get around these men, I got to go get the BBL. If I want to keep this house that's way up here in these Hollywood hills and stay married to this lawyer, I got to compete with all of these girls that are getting these BBLs and getting the liposuction and the Matter of fact, if you notice, a lot of celebrity women, they use surrogates. They don't even want to risk like losing their shape or anything of that nature. So that kind of explains the shift from, you know, natural women into like accepting plastic surgery, and the reason why women have accepted the plastic surgery. Okay, so moving on. So basically, to get into like conclusion about this, if you look at it, the big butt thing came from J-Lo. Okay, so now when J-Lo, see, once again, women didn't want to have the big butt. They wanted the big boobs. They wanted all of that. They didn't want the big butt yet, or they didn't know if there was a surgery to get it. So this translates into J-Lo. J-Lo hits the scene, and now she's getting praised for having this big butt. What comes next? Now there's workout crazes around. Got to get big butts. Now we got to tone our butts up. Now we want the big butts. Now women want the big butts. You know what I mean? So now they're trying to get thick. Now they're eating the cornbread and beans. So now what enters the chat? What enters the chat, ladies and gentlemen, audience? Obesity and childhood obesity and all of this type of stuff. If you notice, it skyrocketed right around when big butts started being accepted, and all of this plastic surgery and stuff started being accepted. Now, what's sad about it is that instead people are using it as a replacement of just being healthy and trying to get a natural body. And so oftentimes you have these women who end up looking like ants and just looking like ridiculous. And not to mention, as they get older, they're going to look ridiculous. And that stuff starts sagging. And some of those women who got the cement, you know, like all of that stuff is just going to look gross. So, I mean, all I'm saying is I just wanted y'all to understand how we got here from the 90s, you know, believing that natural beauty was, you know, the standard, all the way till now, where we accept BBW, we accept overweight women, we accept all the plastic surgery, and that has actually become the standard. Like, it became a standard for a woman to go get a mommy makeover and go get the breast lifts and all of that augmentation, especially in the Hollywood world. You know what I mean? You've never seen hardly ever see like these celebrities like the Kardashians or whatever. They done had 2 and 3 babies, but they don't have not an ounce of body weight. You know what I mean? You know, so, because these women know if they want to continue to sleep with these NBA stars and these celebrities and stuff, they can't be walking around with that mommy weight like us regular folks with our regular women and stuff. All right, well, that's the end of my video. I hope that explains something for y'all or put it in perspective.